Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another installment of Shane's World, the weekly show where we talk about the biggest and greatest news in the world of pop culture. We got some great news stories this week, and we kind of got a couple different things that we don't usually cover, but just kind of catching up on stuff that I missed in the last week or so. And before we get started, I want you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to support me buying ridiculous things like this Spider-Man Santa hat that I just needed to have. So make sure you hit that subscribe and like button down below, and comment something silly for the algorithm so we can get some new people up in here as well. The first topic we're going to start with today is talking about Skeleton Crew, the new Star Wars series that dropped on Disney Plus this week. We got the first 2 episodes, and we're going to talk about whether I really liked that show or whether I didn't really like that show. And I really like that show. I can't say that I'm like in love with it yet. I just can't say that. I think it's very intriguing. I like most of the characters. I like some more than others. So far, I really like KB, even though we haven't got too much from her. And Neil, I really like Neil. Wim, he's kind of annoying to me so far. Like, he just keeps being a pain in the ass. And I guess that's kind of like a running theme in Star Wars, though, because like Anakin was a massive pain in the ass, and look how that turned out. Great, right? Huh? Huh? But like all the Skywalkers are kind of a pain, so maybe that's kind of what they're going for. And Fern, not huge on her yet either, but I could see me liking those characters down the line. Now Brutus, the practical werewolf space pirate, that's the shit. That's the shit right there. I think he looked great. I definitely want to get an action figure of him. I think he's cool. I hope we see more of him. Like, I don't know if he's going to be like the main villain. I got a feeling that's going to be Jude Law. But I do like him, and I wonder how he's going to tie into the rest of the show. The Jude Law of it all is very interesting. I don't think he's a Jedi. I really don't. I think there's some sort of machinations going on there. I think he's still trying to get in with the pirates. And I really like the mystery of like what is at and why has no one heard about this place, and if they have, they think it's like, like Treasure Planet. So like, what's going on there? So I very much did like these first 2 episodes. I think the direction was good. I thought the kids' acting was actually really solid. I just can't say I'm loving it yet. I really like it, but I can't say I'm quite loving it yet. Speaking of things that I love, though, is Mike Flanagan's work. And in 2025, he has a new movie coming out, and it now has a release date. May 30th is when Life of Chuck will be hitting theaters. What a great birthday present, just a week or two after my birthday there in May. This film has a stacked cast led by Tom Hiddleston, but also has people like Mark Hamill in it. And of course, as I said, directed and written by Mike Flanagan, who's possibly my favorite director-writer in Hollywood right now. Like, he's just so damn talented, and I can't wait to see what he does after this, like what TV series he does next, because Hill House is still the best Netflix series ever made. Midnight Mass was fantastic. Fall of the House of Usher was damn good. House of Bly Manor was great. Midnight Club was really good, but abruptly canceled, which is rude. And now he's going on over to Amazon, and his next film is The Exorcist. So, like, Mike Flanagan's busy. This is his next film. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I know a lot about this movie. I know it's based off a Stephen King book. I know that it won, I think, was it TIFF? Was it the audience award at TIFF? I think so. I think that's accurate. But, like, it's just got a great cast, and I can't wait to see this film. And I will spotlight anything Mike Flanagan does here on the channel, hence why I'm talking about Life of Chuck here on Shane's World. Another thing that I really love is Bel-Air over on Peacock, and it just got the news that it's coming back, baby. It's coming back for a 4th season. Now, it is going to be the final season, but that's okay. That's okay. Shows end as long as it is a planned end. That's fine. This is a planned end, and it kind of feels like season 3 was kind of ramping up to a conclusion anyway. Like, I don't want to see this series go for 10 seasons and feel drawn out and just like boring, and the characters like are going off to college, and then new cousins are coming in and all this craziness. So I think this is great. I bet it ends with Will and Carlton and all of them going off to college and moving on with their lives, and building as they become young adults. I've said it before on the channel, I think Jabari Banks is going to be a huge star once this show wraps up. I think he has potential to ironically be as big as Will Smith. Like, he's so damn good in this. And of Coco Jones, who's on this show, is already blowing up with her singing. So, like, I think this cast, the guy that plays Jazz, I think could become a massive star. Like, he's fantastic. The guy that plays Carlton's great as well. Like, this show's great. And if you're sleeping on it, don't, because this show's incredible. For one, when the show first started, was like, I don't know if I really want to see that, a dramatic version of Fresh Prince. And then I watched it, and I quickly fell in love with the cast, quickly fell in love with the show. And that happens with a lot of Peacock shows, honestly. Like, I think they're slept on as a streaming service. They have a lot of really good shows over there. And Bel-Air might be the best they offer. Like, Bel-Air is incredible. I love it. I can't wait to see what they do with a fourth season. Sad it's ending, but I'm happy they get to go out the way they wanted. So if you haven't watched Bel-Air yet, get on over there and watch the first 3 seasons. So next summer, you can watch the 4th season with us, because I might honestly do recaps here on the channel, because I love that show, and I want to celebrate it as much as I can while it's still here. Now, this is a ongoing theme apparently this week, because speaking of things I love, Scream. If you've been a fan of the channel since, the early days, the dark, dingy days, you'll know that Scream is my favorite movie franchise. I love Scream. It's my favorite thing. Like, got tons of Ghostface shit around my room. Maybe one day I'll do a collection video, but Scream 7's an interesting thing, because there's all the controversy with Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega. Was she planning on leaving, or did she leave, or was that just an excuse so she could get out of there? And it's almost like another reboot. Scream 4 was like a reboot. Scream 5 was like a reboot. And now Scream 7 is almost like another reboot, with Gale Weathers oddly being the thing that ties it all together. But of course, Neve Campbell's coming back, so that's something to be exciting for. And now we got some very good additions to the cast. And Celeste O'Connor, you might know her from the Ghostbusters films, the newer 2. I thought she's been great in those as Lucky, and she was also in Freaky with Catherine Newton and Vince Vaughn. I thought she was great in that. Now she's stretching out her horror chops even farther, because she's going to be, I assume, a victim to Ghostface. And yeah, I can't wait. I hope she's like Neve Campbell's daughter's like best friend, Sydney's daughter's best friend. I think that'll be a really cool. And another addition from Gen V, Asa German is going to be in Scream 7 as well. Now here's the thing. This dude can play a psycho. You can see that in Gen V, and he looks kind of like previous Ghostface killers. Like, he's got a resemblance to Matthew Lillard. He's got a resemblance to Jack Quaid. He's got a resemblance to Jack Champion from Scream 6 even. So, like, odds are this kid could possibly be one of our killers. Would it be fun if they kind of switched it and he was innocent and, like, Celeste O'Connor was the killer? That would be fun. That'd actually be a lot of fun, in my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see how things shape out for Scream 7. But they're assembling a very solid cast of, like, not, like, superstar young actors, but actors that you might recognize. You might. And that are, like, on the verge of breaking out and being, like, that next generation of big actors. So I'm excited to see this movie for sure. Even with the controversy, I'm still going to see it. I do wish, like, we got a full trilogy with Melissa and Jenna Ortega. But, look, things happen. Melissa Barrera seems to have moved on, so I think we should maybe move on as well. And I'm looking forward to Scream 7. I will just say that. Now, the main event for this week, the last topic we're going to talk about, is another show that I missed. You probably can guess it from the thumbnail and the title of this video. That's DCU's kickoff, Creature Commandos. Now, Superman is going to be like the main kickoff. This is almost like the pre-show, but man, oh man, what a pre-show we got, because Creature Commandos is damn good. DC's had like a track record of doing great animation, but I was still like, I don't know, how's this gonna go? Like, I don't really know these characters all that much, and I'm a big comic book fan, so that tells you how deep of like a cut some of these characters are. But I love Frank Grillo, so that kind of really signed the deal, and I love James Gunn, so that kind of got me in there as well. And I really like this show. Same as, like, just like Skeleton Crew, I do have the characters I like more so far. Rick Flag Sr., the Bride for sure, she's kick-ass. Dr. Phosphorus is kind of stealing the show for me, if I'm being honest. G.I. Robot's got some funny lines, but he kind of just says the same thing over and over for now, but I hear he has a really good role in episode 3. I'm curious to see, like, we know Clayface is coming. He's in the trailer. How does he show up, and where are they, like, Kazakhstan or something like that? I can't remember where they're at, but, like, I'm curious how this kind of ties in and sets different things up. In the trailer, we see, like, that Superman might show up. We'll have to see. We see that, like, Peacemaker Season 1's canon. The Suicide Squad movie is canon, at least parts of it. And I thought the events of the show were really good. It does feel like the Suicide Squad, but that's kind of the point. They're Task Force M instead of Task Force X, so that's kind of the point. But I'm curious to see how Rick Flag Sr. like evolves into Superman and evolves into Peacemaker Season 2, and if any of these characters show back up, and how this, if all of them survive even, because if you watched, Episode 2 ends, and some of these people are in pretty dire situations. I think the animation's very crisp, a lot better than like Invincibles. I thought the writing was damn good. I think the story so far is very interesting, and I can't wait to see where it goes. But again, similar to Skeleton Crew, really liking it, really digging it so far. Can't say that I'm in love with it. Like, I can't say like, oh my god, I can't wait to see the next episode. But like, I'm excited to see the next episode. Like, I'm kind of easing my feelings in. I don't know why. I just can't say that I'm in love with either of these shows just yet, but I am really enjoying both of them so far. So drop down in the comments below with what you're thinking of the first 2 episodes of Creature Commandos and Skeleton Crew. Where do you think each show is going from here? How do you feel about that Scream 7 news? Have you watched Bel-Air on Peacock? I know you haven't, you son of a bitch, so go watch it on Peacock. And what did you think of The Life of Chuck coming out for my birthday next year on May 30th. Let's talk about that all down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video, because that algorithm just sucks donkey balls. So let's get the channel noticed by some new folks, build out our little fun corner of the internet here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys right here next time.